We're here at the March edition of the Scuderia Southwest Scottsdale Motorsports Gathering, and we've got something really special here. And Chuck, what is this behind us?
What I brought today was a vehicle built by Piaggio of Italy, and it's called an Ape. And in Italian, Ape means bumblebee. And the Ape is basically the Ford F-150 of Europe. And it's designed to go into the old towns and cities through the 6-foot, 7-foot wide streets.
Very narrow streets over there.
Very narrow streets. And it started post-war. It has now spread to Malaysia, where they are called tuk-tuks, and they're called tuk-tuks because the two-cycle engine, when it's idling, makes that tuk-tuk-tuk-tuk sound, so they call them tuk-tuks. There's more than 4 million of them in Malaysia right now.
Millions of these. But what's special about this particular one?
What's special about this particular one, it is VIN number 0001, and it was purchased, I purchased it from the Piaggio factory. They were having an auction. They were closing out their museum. And we happened to be driving down the autostrada looking for cars and saw this auction today, and we hit the brakes, wheeled in, and as I was walking in,
I just happened to be driving by and found VIN number 1.
And it was up on the thing, and I put my hand up and I didn't even know what I bought.
Oh my goodness.
But I liked what it looked like, and it turned out that because it was from the museum, it was one of the unique cars. There were actually 3 prototypes. This is prototype 1, there's 2 and 3, I don't know where those are. But this one has a dump bed on it, and it's surprisingly, they never built the dump bed. They thought it was too expensive, so they never actually built it.
So only on the prototype?
Only on the prototype is there a dump bed, right.
Wow. So Chuck also has a bunch of other cars that he brings every month.
Yeah, I try to shake it up a little bit. I collect 60s and early 70s Abarth race cars, and I try to bring a different one every time. And I'm a mark collector. Abarth was a guy like Porsche, who Porsche took Volkswagen parts and made a 356, and Abarth took Fiat parts and made racing cars. And both of these guys, I just think were just pure genius. And one of the interesting stories about that is that Porsche was actually imprisoned after the war by the Allies because he built the Tiger tank.
Oh.
And Abarth in 1946 went to General Eisenhower and said, "Release this guy into my holding, and because he has the ability to put Germany back on its feet." And so Eisenhower got back to it, so he released Porsche to Abarth's care, and the United States actually turned around and rebuilt the German Volkswagen factory, our money, and they rebuilt the Fiat factory.
Wow! So
that both of these companies could get these countries back on their feet, and it's an interesting story. And they remained friends for years and years after that, So it's an interesting bit of nostalgia.
Chuck has so many Fiats. We have a theme here every month at the Scottsdale Motorsports Gathering, and the themes run from, yellow cars or red cars or 70s cars or whatever. And it seems like no matter what the theme is, when I send out the email, Chuck responds back with, "I've got a Fiat Abarth that matches that."
Right.
So every month he's got something that fits our theme.
Right. My deal is that I only buy Abarths which they built 6 or less. So they're really unique, and I do have a lot of different colors and shapes and sizes. And you're right, I can pretty much fit into anything.
Well, we're glad you bring them out, Chuck.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. We love this. We love cars and coffee, and I've only been here in. I live in Cave Creek. I've only been up here for about 3 years, and came from the Midwest, and we just love it here. And we love cars and coffee. Fountain Hills, we love that too. So,
all right. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for bringing these special cars.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks.